Welcome back, everybody, to Suburbs of Seattle, or welcome to Suburbs of Seattle if you are new to this channel. My name is Andrey Gulyy, and I'm here to help you out with all of your real estate needs all across Washington. So if you're looking to move out of the area, move into the area, here to help you out, call me at the number below, and I would be honored to assist you in whatever it is you need, all right? So, real estate-wise, of course. So, I don't know why I just say stuff like that sometimes. Anyways, let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about what it takes for you to move into the area, some of the things that you need to have lined up before you do that, right? And of course, at the top of our list is creating a game plan. Creating a game plan for where you're going to live. One little suggestion I have is if you are considering moving here, there is a good chance that you visited our area before, but if you haven't, feel free to fly on down here. Hit me up. I'll take you around all the hot spots. We can go check out a few places, a few great coffee shops, show you the lay of the land, right? So to say. Anyways, but definitely, know kind of the general area of where you want to move to, how long it's going to take for you to get to work, right? Traffic-wise, because traffic is one of the worst. I think Seattle is probably in the top, I think it was spot 13 on the worst traffic last time I checked, but that was a while back. So Seattle's traffic is not the best for sure. So you got to plan. Typically, if you can get, say, from Renton to Seattle in normally, 25 minutes, 20 minutes, right? When it's traffic, hour 45, right? Easy. So, those are kind of the timelines that we're used to. Here in the state. Whereas, when I visited some family out of state, we went to Missouri recently, came back from there, and there, you're driving for 15 minutes, you travel 15 miles. Here you're driving for 15 minutes, you travel sometimes the 10th of a mile. So you really got to know what the hot spots are when it comes to, obviously, traffic, where you're going to be working, kind of figure out those things, right? And figure out where you want to be located to minimize your time in traffic and a few other things, right? So definitely stop by and visit our area before you move. Check out the places, hit me up, like I said. We'll go explore a little bit. And, part of creating a great game plan is also, really understanding, okay, am I going to be trying to buy something right away, right? Sometimes people relocate here for a few years, right? I had a client moved from, I believe, Colorado to here, stayed here a few years, then went down to San Francisco, right? Sometimes people relocate for jobs, and if you fall in that category, right, you really got to decide, okay, is it even going to be worth for me to buy a house? And if I do buy a house, where should I buy for me to maximize, right, the amount of equity my house can grow before I move out again in 2 years? Many times we have veterans, right, who are stationed here at one of our bases, and they, they buy a house, they stay here a few years, and they book it, right? So, and if you are a veteran, thank you for your service. We're also going to be talking about VA loans in this video, so stick around. And but yeah, those are some of the things to think about when you are here, or if you're thinking of moving here, right? Another part of creating a game plan is if you're not trying to buy right away, right? How long of a lease do you want when you do move here? Obviously, you're going to have a more expensive lease if you're only looking to rent for a 6-month period or so. Sometimes people, I know, when they fly down here, they even get an Airbnb just for a nightly rate, right? And they try to pick up something right away. But if you are trying to buy something right away, this kind of brings us to step number 2 is financing, right? What kind of loans are you getting? Conventional, FHA, VA, right? VA loans are for veterans, great programs, 0% down. FHA loans, and especially with how interest rates are right now, last Friday they were, I think, 4.9, which is insane compared to December. I got clients into houses in December for a 2.75% rate, right? And now they're almost at 5%. So 4.5% you can still pick up, depending on your personal credit as well. But yeah, 4.5% to 5% is kind of where you're ranging in right now, right? So if you are looking to buy, In some cases, I have clients right now that are, saying, hey, we can get approved for a conventional loan, right? But we're going to go with FHA just because they're giving us a much better rate, right? And if you get a much better rate, your payment is going to be considerably lower. I was talking to clients literally 15, 20 minutes ago on the phone. They bought a place back in November, December for a 2.9% rate, and their monthly mortgage payment right now would be about $700, $800 more, somewhere in that field, with the rates that are happening right now. So, definitely these are some of the factors for you to consider. Like I said, some clients are foregoing a conventional loan and getting an FHA one just to get a lower rate, right? So depends whatever situation you're in, but there's definitely great positives. Having a conventional loan is ideal because some sellers, when they look at two offers, if they're identical, just because this one has a conventional loan, they're going to take that one. In those instances, if you're a client that can get a conventional loan, I let the listing agent know, like, hey, we actually can get a conventional loan, but we're going with FHA because the rate is so much less. One of my recent deals, I was helping out a buyer, the rate was 1 full and 1/4% less with an FHA loan. I mean, that's insane. That's hundreds. That's saving hundreds on your monthly mortgage payment, right? So these are the things for you guys to think about before you move down here. Now, this brings me to point number 3. One of the other things that you have to be aware about is competition in this area, right? We always try to move quick, move fast. Speed is key in this market many times. We're slowly starting to see some houses come out on the market where they don't have offer review dates. So sellers are saying, hey, I'm not going to wait till a specific day. I'm just going to accept offers as they come in. In those cases, speed is key. The moment a house hits the market, we want to go see it right away, immediately, so we can write up an offer quickly on it, right? So we can beat out all the other buyers that are trying to go there as well. So our competition is pretty fierce over here. I work with a great group of inspectors where, if a house comes up right now, they could come out today and inspect it for you. An inspection typically runs about $450 and $275 if you want to check out the sewer line as well. So in total, you might spend $750 for an inspection or so, but it's worth it, especially if you can get an inspector out there right away and then write up an offer with waiving your inspection because you already know what's going on with the property, right? So it's great to have a great team that can support myself and you guys as my clients when you are trying to buy a place. Now, another thing about our competition is, I've had clients who came from other agents where they wrote 10, 15 offers, right, on different places and didn't get any. I typically average with a client anywhere between 3 to 5 offers. Kind of depends on how the market goes. So my average is definitely less. And one of the reasons it's less is because we create a great game plan for you, give you your options on, hey, we can do this, this, and this to beat out this other offer on the table. And I lay it out for you and you choose what you want to do, right? No pressure. I lay out all of the options for you because in this market, let's say you're buying a house and you want to put 20% down. One of the things, or maybe 25% down, right? One of the things that sometimes I have conversations with my clients is saying, hey, what if we put less down and dedicate the rest of this money to cover an appraisal gap if the house doesn't appraise? If you're comfortable doing that, right? If you're just looking to pay what the appraised price is, that's fine too, right? We're still winning offers like that. But even if you know the house is gonna appraise, it's great to add what we call on Form 22AD, an appraisal gap that will basically tell the seller, hey, seller, our house is at 800. If it comes in at 775, I'm gonna cover 25 grand out of pocket, right? But usually I do an analysis and I show my clients like, hey, there's a great chance that this house will appraise at 800, but still, when we offer that gap, it doesn't mean you're gonna pay that. I mean, you will pay it if it does come back 25 grand less, but if there's a very good chance that it will appraise at 800, we still slip in that paper and build confidence to the seller that, hey, whether this happens or not, we're gonna take care of it. But again, we only do that if that's something that you guys are comfortable with doing, right? So these are kind of the things to look out for if you're looking to move into the area, right? Create a game plan, figure out your financing, understand the competition in the Seattle market. And I'm here to help you out with all of your real estate needs all across Washington. So if you're looking to move out of the area, move into the area, here to help you out, call me at the number below, and I would be honored to assist you in whatever it is you need.